What is up, everyone? We are live here with the finale of Big Brother Hometowns Season 4. I am so excited to get this going. Just to catch everyone up to speed of what you will be seeing tonight. First, you will see Max and Leah face off in Part 3 of the final HOH. The winner of that competition will get to choose who they sit next to against the jury. Then we'll bring the jury in one by one. As many of them, hopefully all of them, are available. They'll question the final two and then they'll be sending me their votes for who they want to win this game. We will then reveal the winner, and it'll be a celebration. So we are so excited. We have a lot of people watching live tonight, and that's a lot of fun. Sound off in the comments of who you're rooting for. We got Team Leah, got Team Benny, got Team Max. A lot of people already doing that. I didn't even ask for it, so that's really exciting. So I don't think we need to delay this anymore. Let's go ahead and get ready to bring in Max and Leah. I'm going to call them up and get them here on the screen, and we're going to get this thing started with the final HOH. We'll kind of sense their pulse. I think they're both pretty nervous, Max and Leah at the moment, as they should be. Lots on the line tonight, the whole game. So let's bring you in. And now the people can see you. At least kind of. Leah, your face is a little cut off by my screen. If that's where you are right now is perfect for them to see you. So let's get into this. We are here in Part 3 of the final HOH competition, and this is where it's all going to go down. We're going to, after this competition is over, we will bring in Benny, and the two people that aren't the winner of this will get a chance to talk to whoever the HOH is to make their final pitch. Then the HOH will cut the last person, and then we'll start bringing the jury in. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to ask you a 6-question quiz. When the jury kind of got their formed completely, they were given a survey, and I'm going to ask you guys questions about what the jury members said, how they answered in that survey. Each question will be a multiple choice answer. I'll ask you the question. When you're ready to give an answer, I'll say reveal or something or another, put your answer up. And whoever has the most points after 6 questions, because right now there's only 6 jurors, will win. If there's a tie, I have a tiebreaker question ready at the end. And I hope it's a tie for my own entertainment, because I've always wanted
I feel like Max and I is going to be a tie.
I'm excited. I'm hoping. This is my favorite tiebreaker question, and I've yet to use it in every season I've done. I've never got to use this tiebreaker question, and I really want to. So,
who is Josh's favorite?
Who is Josh's favorite person? The answer is
all of the above.
Oh yeah, C. Benny. All right, well, I don't want to make you guys wait any longer. I know you're both nervous.
May the best
Good luck. Good luck.
You're still the love of my life. Sorry, Allie.
You got this.
Where is it? I can't find.
I'm literally shaking, guys. This is not funny.
Where the heck is this? Oh, here we go.
Okay.
All right, there's 13 people watching live, which is really great. That's a lot of people.
Hi, Mom.
Is your mom watching? I hope so.
No, probably not. She's in China.
Oh. All right, question number 1. When asked who the most trustworthy player in the game was, Eric Hooker said A. Benny or B. Sarah.
Ooh.
All right, when you're ready, reveal. You both said B. You're both wrong. It was A. Benny.
I'm gonna put A. I had that first. I hate myself.
Benny, god damn it, man. Too trustworthy.
Question number 2. When asked her biggest regret, Sarah said A. Trusting Leah or B. Voting Eric out.
Wait, say them again?
All right. When asked her biggest
Trusting
regret.
Leah. That's like my
A.
answer.
Trusting
What
Leah,
letter is that?
B.
Oh,
Voting Eric out. Sorry. You're good. All right. When you're ready, reveal.
Wait, which one is the Leah one? I literally forgot. I want the voting Leah answer.
Sorry?
I want the voting Leah answer.
That
I don't
would
know
be
what letting
A.
it is.
Oh,
Okay.
It was trusting Leah, not voting Leah. Just
Right, trusting Leah is A.
A. Voting Eric out, B.
Okay.
All that, and you're wrong. It was B. Voting Eric out. That's 1 point, Max. 0 points, Leah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Question number 3. When asked his favorite competition of the season, Drew said A. Double Trouble or B. C4.
Oh no.
And reveal. Max says, did you say A, Max? I can't see.
Yeah, I did say
You said A, Leah said B, and we are tied up. It is C4.
He had so much fun with that game. You already know it. Even though he
I thought it would be
didn't
the one that he won.
Yeah.
I was like, I just gotta enjoy the one that you win.
In a word, Allie said her Big Brother experience was A, messy, B, exhilarating.
That's not fair. They're dating.
Alright, reveal. You both said A, you're both right. Or are they dating? Who knows?
Or are me and Max dating? Who knows?
Question number 5. When asked who was robbed other than themselves, Kyle said A, Thomas, B, Sarah. Alright, reveal. Both said A, you're both correct.
It's gonna be a tiebreaker. Oh my gosh.
And this is, here we go. When asked who the least, this is the final question. When asked who the least trustworthy player in the game was, Thomas said A, Max, B, Leah.
Jeez. Oh, this is rough.
Alright, reveal. You both said A and you're both wrong. He said Leah. So that
Wait,
means-
that's what I meant to put.
Well, you
I
didn't.
got them to stop. Dang it! I knew it was me.
And now we have a tiebreaker. So here's
I
how.
hate myself. I need to listen better. Okay.
Here's the tiebreaker. I'm going to ask you a question that has a numerical answer. Whoever gets the closest without going over will win. If you both go over, whoever is the closest will win. Make sense?
Yep.
No, is it just a random number game?
No, I have a question, and the answer to the question will be a number.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
Closest without going over. If you both go over, whoever is the closest will win.
Mm-hmm.
How many total letters were in the 10 Wheel of Fortune puzzles?
What in the world?
How many total letters were in the 10 Wheel of Fortune puzzles?
Wait, how much time do we get?
I'll give you 15 seconds. I'll give you enough time. Put them up. Scoot it over, Leah. Both of you scoot it over. You said one. Is that 50?
Yeah.
And Max, you said 44?
144.
144. The correct answer is 159. Max, you have won the final head of household competition.
Oh no.
Oh wow, what a nail biter!
Oh goodness. Well, I definitely think both you and Leah have played a very good game, and whenever it comes down to y'all going up against each other against the jury, I think it's very up in the air between.
Any words. All I'm gonna say is Max. I mean, I don't know. Wait, give me a second. I gotta form my speech together. All I'm saying is, I think either way, everyone knows Max is gonna win. So, Max, we always said from the beginning it was gonna be the two of us, and I know trust isn't a thing. Like here's I guess what it comes down to. I don't
Look,
know.
I love you, girl, but honestly, my decision is made because, like, you're just been a powerhouse this whole game, and you're the one person who I just don't think I have a chance against. You know, like, I think we've both played aggressive games, but I think going up against you, I'd still lose. Sorry, I just can't do
Then
it.
you got my vote.
All right, that wraps it up there. Leah has been the final person evicted from the game. Leah,
I'm so
I'm
rude.
sorry,
I
girl.
literally would have won if I would have got that letter right.
Yeah, you would've.
Leah, I'm going to take you out of the chat. Or actually, if you could leave the chat for now, I'm going to bring in someone else and then bring you in later.
Okay.
And here we have it, our final two, Max and Benny. I think we're going to jump straight into the jury questioning because why waste time? You guys good with that?
Let's do it. Yep, why not? Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Drew in here, Drew, it should be ringing for you up. I think we're about to get him in. Here he is.
Hey, Drew.
Hey, how's it
What's
going?
up?
Drew, the floor is yours.
All right, so my first question will be for Benny. So, Benny, we didn't talk very much throughout the game, which is, not necessarily a problem, but I just want to know what your thoughts are as to why I should vote for you over Max.
Well, I definitely think I know a lot about the game itself, and I know, especially for the beginning, I lay low on purpose, and I definitely wasn't going to win things because that would only put a target on my back. So that was very much my gameplay, just to make, relations with people and just to make sure I was safe, even if I were to go up on the block, which happened multiple times. And,
Right.
But yeah, like, I think that's how I play my game, and it's definitely worth mentioning. I mean, I got this far.
Yeah, okay. Jeff, how many questions do I get?
Whatever you need.
Okay. So, Max, you and I had been working together through most of the game, and then when I went up on the block the second time, you voted to evict me, and you explained your reasoning, and it was, understandable. But why should I now vote for you to win after you betrayed me?
I mean, I would hope that in the end you would understand in the same way that I got rid of Leah at the end, is that I wanted to go against someone in the end who I would be confident that I'd beat, someone who hasn't really been here as often as the other players, hasn't necessarily been as much of a challenge threat. And when it came to you, the way I saw it near the end there were three people who were going to be really big challenge base, and that was you, Thomas, and Leah. So when it came down to it, and the fact that when I was HOH you didn't really communicate much with me, I thought you were actually on their side, essentially. And there was that one wonky vote, and I thought maybe you hadn't actually voted with us the way you said. So it was just came down to the fact that I really thought that you'd changed alliances, basically, by that point, because there was a lot of open communication earlier on, and it sort of slowed down towards the end, so I thought that maybe that you'd found someone else.
Okay.
Drew,
All
you
right,
need
Jeff,
anything
that's
else?
that's all I need to know.
All right, Drew, we will get your vote in later. You can hop on out.
Hey.
Allie!
Hey.
All right, Allie, the floor is yours.
Okay, so my question for you guys is, both of you, what moves did you guys make that just on your own? And yeah, so what were they? And yeah, I guess that was it. Just what moves did you guys make on your own with no one else?
Oh, cute.
So yeah, whoever else.
Guess I'll go. Basically, the first one, I mean, I think there was a couple. I mean, I guess in this game it's pretty hard to make moves by yourself, but I definitely tried to push for a lot of things on my own volition in terms of who I wanted to go home. With Sarah, obviously, again, I thought she was a huge challenge threat going forward, and I wasn't sure exactly where her allegiance was because I wasn't in any real groups with her. So I really tried to make sure that we could get her out and that backdoor that challenge. Same with getting rid of Eric too. After he put me up for the double elimination, I was feeling pretty, I guess, vengeful at that point. So I think I did did what I could to sort of put him under the bus for as many people as possible, just because I really wanted to get him out after being targeted by him and losing like one of my strongest allies in that fight too, with Leah going home.
Fair enough. And Benny?
But yeah, I definitely agree. It's hard to make personal moves in the game because it is all about leverage and who you have on your side. And I mean, I really didn't make much moves. I guess the one move that I technically made was the veto that I won, and it took me off the block. But besides that, I really just stayed in with people and had the majority for most votes.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect.
Al, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Cool.
Good
See
job,
ya.
guys. Yeah, see ya. Bye.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Hey.
Yep. You're good,
Yep.
Thomas. Floor is yours.
Excellent. Okay, so let me start with Benny. So I know you didn't make a ton of huge moves in the game. I think we all can agree to that. But what would you say, alliance-wise, got you where you are? What would you say, just got you where you are?
Ooh, wait, it froze for a little bit right there. What did you say? Like the last part?
So how did you get to where you are, and how does that make you a person viable to win this game, other than playing it low early in the game?
I definitely think there's just once I made an alliances with either Josh and Eric and Thomas. I mean you and Sarah, and I think I just once I made the alliances with those people, I became loyal and I was someone they can trust in. I think. I mean, and whenever it just worked for their favor, it usually caught me with them, and I was either going good or then they would get out or something, and I would find someone else, really.
Okay, fair. Sounds good. Okay, Max. I'm sure you know that I'm not your biggest fan at this point. Not only just because you voted me out, but more because I think most people would agree that it wasn't the logical decision at that point. So can you walk me through, other than the rage that put me up on the block?
Okay, look, I mean, this is the way I saw it going. I originally expected you to put Leah up in that situation where you put me up, and that Leah would be going home that time, and then we would be getting you the very next one anyway, because we considered you to be the last big threat. So, all of my rage towards you was definitely faux rage, because I 100% believe you made the right move because we were coming for you. So, don't I thought, you played probably one of the best games out there. You were one of the only people who actually talked to me every day from pretty much the day the game began. And I did actually think that we were in a solid alliance because of that. So when it happened, I was like, well, actually, maybe you were aligned to Leah, because I knew that Leah was talking to everybody too, and I sort of just didn't put two and two together, that you guys had probably been talking together just as much the entire time and had a pretty similar relationship. So it was at the point where I was like, well, look, I'm going to lose to either of you in the end, probably, because I think you guys have both played amazing games. Leah at least has a chance that maybe if she wins the next HOH, she won't put me up, and then I have a chance in the final 3-1. Obviously, that didn't end up happening, and she did put me up in the final 4-1 anyway. But that was my logic, is that at least I knew that our trust was broken between me and you at that point. So I was like, if you win the next one, you're definitely not taking me to the end. At least with Leah, there was a chance, maybe because we had a good relationship the whole way through, that she would maybe even take me in a final 3 if she was still sure she'd beat me.
Gotcha. Okay. And then, secondly, so even at the end, whenever I knew that you had an alliance with Leah and Allie, and you continually denied it after I thought we had a pretty good relationship going through the game, what made you do that? Because that was one of the biggest things that made me, even toward the end, want to put you up, because I knew that you guys were working together. And
I mean, like, I tried to make it clear that I still had an in with them to you because I didn't want it to be like they were my sole alliance or my main alliance of you, because an alliance of 3 sounds like stronger than an alliance of 2. So I would think that if you feared that I was closer with both of them together than with you, you would again start gunning for me over, say, them. So for me, it was just a case of putting myself above them in the pecking order while making it seem like they were the main part of the alliance and I was sort of like being dragged along. I didn't want it to seem like I had just as much a say in that alliance as they did.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, that's all I have. So good luck, both of y'all.
No worries. Thanks, Thomas.
Thanks, Thomas. See ya.
Dang it, I missed. So I'm like 35 seconds behind live, and I missed after Allie. What did I miss? Can you guys tell me that really quick?
Thomas grilled him.
Okay.
Your turn.
Well, so do I have a few seconds, or am I on a time crunch?
No, you take. This is your moment, Eric. Take it.
Golly. Okay, so I was just listening to Max explain how he was vengeful for me putting him up on the double eviction. Max, I would like to know, was that the point where you decided that it was not going to be me that you were working with through the end, or was that already a part of your plan?
No, it was really at that point. I mean, I thought that basically there was an early point where myself, Ellie, and Leah were trying to decide on a fourth, and it was between you and Josh. And I didn't trust Josh as far as I could throw him from every single interaction I had with him. I was like, he's level-headed, he can work with us, I think he'll be like the one moving. So I actually did believe in our alliance, and at that point when you put both of them up and then followed by me, I was like, okay, I guess that whole alliance was just completely kaput. So I just thought that at that point, pretty much everything you'd said to me had kind of been a lie, so I was like, I think I just have to get you because you're a threat in the challenges. Obviously, you know how to pull people in because you've done it with me, so I was like, got to take the chance while I got it.
Okay. Cool. Benny, when I got voted out, who did you vote for?
Wait, I can't hear you. What did you say?
When I got voted out, who did you vote for?
I'm pretty sure I voted for you. I'm not 100% sure, and I could be wrong, but I went with what I was able to because I knew you were going to get out either way. If it was up to chance, then I wouldn't have voted for you, but there was no way of going around it.
Okay. Cool. Well, so what is your, each of you, what was your one move that was your leadership, whether it was you as the HOH or whether it was just you kind of manipulating the game? What was your one power move? Even if it was low key,
I think whenever it was just me, Leah, Max, and Kyle, and Thomas actually, whenever me and Leah figured out the way to use Max and Thomas to get each other out, that was something that definitely put me and Leah in safe spots for a good little while. And until even whenever Max got that veto.
Cool.
I don't know, I guess it's sort of hard to say one. I mean, even getting you out was a pretty big move because I think you're one of the biggest players, the jury. But I think there was a couple of times where I won both the HOH and the veto, and I sort of just made the decision, like with Sarah, with Thomas, and then also even getting Kyle because I assumed because Leah put up me and Benny, knowing that it would be me, I assumed the person that wasn't going up was the one that she was going to be closer with Kyle. So that's why I chose to put Kyle up and use my one vote to get rid of him as well. And it would give me a better chance going into the final 3 as well there. So I think all of the decisions I made were sort of as best as I could for my game, even from the start when I was getting my name thrown under the bus as a big threat and just trying to... It was just damage control from day one for me.
Right. Now, how did each of you, how did you guys handle, or did you wade through the waters of what Josh was throwing out as he was getting kicked out of the house? How did that play into your game? Did that affect anything that you guys were doing independently?
No,
Not
that's
me,
sort of what I was
Josh.
talking about with damage control. Is really like everything from the start. Josh was throwing my name out as a threat, so him going out was sort of no different to the start of the game. It was just trying to manage that everyone believed what I was saying over what they were saying.
Yeah, and I definitely think it was more of it was something that was definitely a mistake that happened, and everyone kind of looked at it as funny. And I mean, there wasn't really anything personal towards me about it in there.
Right.
There was. I just think if anyone did take it seriously, they shouldn't have.
Right. Okay. And then everyone here knows that Max and Allie are connected out of the side of the game by now, right? Like
Yeah.
there's no dropping subtle hints
safe
anymore. At what point did
No.
Benny? At what point did you figure out? Not only were they connected outside of the game, but how deeply and romantic they were connected.
Oh man, I didn't find out until Leah found out and told me. She said that so whenever I think right before Thomas went out or right after Kyle went out, and yeah, she just told me she was very angry, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. I didn't think that at all. That didn't even cross my mind.
Sorry, Leah. Yeah, just to say a quick thing on that. We came into the game and we weren't sure if we were going to tell people, but when we realized that it was like 10 people who knew each other in real life in some capacity, we didn't want to be seen as the pair that would just get targeted for being a pair, which is exactly what ended up happening when people did find out. So
Right.
we thought it was best strat to try and keep it as down low and sort of divide and conquer.
All right, and now a real question is: in real life, how much would you have paid me to not tell everybody that you were dating once I figured out you were connected?
Nothing.
Look,
we figured it was going to happen eventually. We made a few missteps here and there that probably clued people in a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think we weren't flawless in hiding it.
Yeah. Well, I will say that that double eviction moment between you being offended that I put you up, which, and the same reason you got me out immediately following, is because you were a big name and a big potential threat. Allie's only concern was putting someone up that was not you, and so that finished it for me. She didn't say any names specifically, but I could tell she was.
I actually told her that. I said, "Don't fight for me too hard; it'll give it away."
Right. Well, I held on to it because I didn't want to be vengeful going out. Congratulations to you guys for separately making it to this point with your own different ways. Benny, it's sad that it had to be me or you. I wish it would have been you, to be honest. But you guys, you both played a game, and the game is about to end. So I guess may the jurors be in your favor, both. I am done.
Thanks, Eric.
Bye, Eric. She's back.
Hey,
what
Leah,
is-
long time no see.
I was watching on Facebook Live and it cut off.
You're good. You're on.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm still listening to Facebook Live and it's like.
Yeah, don't do that.
I was asking Josh because I was like, what, is this a moment to debrief the season? And it's most definitely not. Not trying to. We'll do that later. But I just want to know what you guys have to say to me. Which P.S. I'm not angry. Okay, for maybe 5 minutes, I was really sad. I almost cried on live. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go. I was really 5 minutes. And I was like, you know what? That's it. I had really fun, and I think I played. So, only question is just what do you guys have to say? Not a sassy way of what do y'all have to say, but just I don't know. I just want to know your thoughts.
Well, I mean, I already said my sort of last thoughts to you as you went out the door is that, I think you played the best game of anyone here. I think you were easily the most prepared, and I think honestly, it was great to play with you. I think that I will still continue to be friends after this as well, but yeah, there was no way that There's no way anyone was beating you. I don't know what you think. If you actually genuinely think I had a chance against you, I think that's your one.
No, I
like,
think Max
huge
definitely
answer.
would have won because I burned a couple bridges, aka Eric. So I
Yeah, but
mean,
I burnt the same bridges as you. Don't forget. I just think you played better.
I think I played better too, but I think that
Yes.
people, I think people liked you more because I anyways. Also, you're dating Allie, so naturally she would have voted for you, and that's an automatic vote. And even though
You
me and
don't
Allie
know.
let-
Like, we could be fighting at the time. She's
that's
very,
true.
she's very vengeful.
Very true. Benny.
Well, I genuinely enjoyed playing with you. I realized you were a threat initially, and but I realized you were also, I was in your favor, so you were good. And then we got you out, and that was cool because it was a threat eliminated, and then you came back in, and then the same threat came, but then we got a plan to really run the house, and it almost worked completely.
Until I wrote the wrong letter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I really did enjoy playing with you, and
Yeah, dude.
it was so close to going perfect.
Respect. But I have a lot of thoughts after whenever the time is appropriate.
Yeah, we'll debrief the whole thing. We'll talk with a bunch
right.
of you. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, well then yep. I don't know how this works now, but I'll see y'all when one of you dies or gets evicted. Right, bye.
Well, they both get evicted at
Way
this
more
point. They're not
extreme than I
staying.
signed up for.
What?
This is way more extreme than I signed up for.
There,
I don't
there
want.
needs to be like an online Hunger Games where like you actually die. No,
Okay.
that's probably really bad. But all right, that's my time to go. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hey!
What's up?
Hey.
Kyle, the floor is yours. You get to
Yo.
ask whatever you want.
Alright,
Garbage.
I know I'm in my car. So I'm not gonna lie, the start of this game, this is my first season, never did anything like this before. Didn't know a soul besides Andrew. I started a new job, and so I was like trying to get a hold of all this. So my response at first, so I know when you first put me up, you're like, oh, because Kyle and Taylor, they're not responding. I was like, okay, like frick, like I gotta start responding more. But I noticed off the bat, everyone was trying to be friends with everyone and try to get alliances, and I'm not trying to get like 6 people. Like, I'm not gonna tell you and then tell you and then tell you and then tell you. I'm like, this is gonna backfire, and this is kind of the game I played to make it that far. So starting off, everyone's talking. I'm cool. Like, I'll chat with you, but I'm not gonna like agree, but I didn't disagree. So that's how I kind of stayed out of it. So when you finally put me up, Max, but you told me later, like, yo, I'm gonna backdoor you in. At first I was like, man, what did I do? So. I mean, I know a lot of people use them as backdoors because no one had an issue with me. But that's why I was so stressed out the whole time. Like, every single time I was freaking out, and everyone's like, calm down, I'm not going for you. I was like, all right. And then we were talking, and because I was like, yo, please don't like get me out yet. Like, I'm trying to figure this stuff out. And you hit me like, yo, well, I thought we hit it off good, and you kind of stopped. I mean, to be honest, the only person I really talked to the most was Thomas. Thomas was like my guy the whole way through, and I'm like, if I can trust one person, like, this guy's good.
Thomas is good like that.
Yeah. But then I started noticing, like, when everyone's getting out, like, I was like, yo, can't trust him. Like, he told me I was in a group, and then I'm in this group, and then I started finding out who was in what group. I was like, see, this is exactly what I didn't want to be in. And I think that's what made me go actually that far. And actually some of those challenges, I'm not going to lie, I kind of blew it because I didn't want to put anyone up on the block. And then see, like how you said, like, oh, you put me up on the block, and then that's kind of where our alliance ended. So I didn't want to actually have to put anyone up. But then it kind of killed me. I was like, well, I got to at least win the veto so I can save myself if that happens. So I ain't gonna lie, at the very end, I was so butthurt. I was like, come on. Like, I'm so close. But I know it's all part of the game, so I wasn't really, like, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't, after a little bit, I was like, all right, I need to calm down, man. It's not that serious. um, but with, like, so Benny, like, I ain't gonna lie, man, the only reason, like, if I've ever voted for you is because anyone else that was up on the block, I knew later down would get me if I didn't, like, at least, like, you know, like Andrew, I like voted for you just so Andrew, if he made it, like, didn't later come for me. And so, like, I really thought about this stuff. Like, it was, but just to be honest, like, I had nothing really against either one of you guys. To be like, even though we didn't really talk at all, like, not even like a hey, like, we kind of just kept it like, all right. And then me and Max, you know, we had like off the bat, and then, you know, honestly, it's just a lot to keep up all these group individual texts. Like, everyone's blowing you up, and if I don't respond to you in time, then you're like, yo, screw him, I'm moving on to the next guy. Like, and I was like, dude, I can't keep up with all this, so I'm just gonna have to pick like one or two people, and I'm just gonna have to try to ride it all the way. So like Thomas and then Leah hit me up later on. I'm not gonna lie, I even told her I was so skeptical because, like, I saw what everything was going on, but Leah was true, and so, like, I was cool with that, and so she got my trust. I mean, honestly, it came down to, like, just us. Like, I mean, like, whatever happens here, I ain't gonna lie, we kind of had a plan going, and then you killed it, like, right down the back. When Thomas went out, I was like, well, crap. Now I actually have to win the challenge, and I can't do that to save my life. So I mean, I know I talked way more than I let either one of you guys. But like, just on that short burst, I mean, honestly, it's a toss up between both y'all. So, what do you got to see get my vote?
Well, I guess I reckon that we talked more by the sounds of things. I mean, I think a little bit of personal relationship, I guess, should come into play when you're making it shouldn't be everything, but I would hope that at least, you know, made the effort, and I reckon we got along pretty well, even though we didn't get to chat much. I think you know all the reasons I put up why I got rid of you at the very end there was just because Leah didn't put you up, and if she didn't put you up, I just assumed that meant that she was slightly tighter with you, and I was like,
nah, that's
it's
smart. I
against
get
her at this point in terms of it, so it had to be you. I think you were just in Leah's ear a little bit more from the sounds of things, so
I mean,
just had to.
you're not lying, so. All right.
Yeah, and I definitely think we have very similar games played, or at least how we played it, and now we both, like, you know, we weren't very what's the word? Not concerned. We just didn't have a lot of time for the game.
Yeah, it moved quick, man. Like,
yeah, for real did, Josh. Anyway, and we both got to the Final Four, and I thought that was crazy. And
yeah, we snuck right in.
like,
there.
we just snuck
no
right
one
past
called
everyone.
it.
But I mean, I can't make you vote for me, but I think I definitely had a game of its own.
All right. Well, good luck to both y'all.
You got anything else,
Thanks,
Kyle?
Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
I mean, I'm looking forward to next season. I'm definitely gonna have to, like, change my strategy now that I do it out in the world. But no, I mean, that's about all I got.
Cool.
So,
all right, I'm giving her. Oh, Sarah! Sarah!
Hey!
All right, I'm giving her.
I was literally about to say this is your last call.
I'm sorry. So my phone goes on Do Not Disturb automatically at 9, and it was in the other room.
All right, Sarah, the floor is yours. You're the last one, so. Do you know what's happened up to this point?
Not really.
Max won the final HOH. He kicked out Leah, and here we are.
All right.
Floor is yours.
Oh, I don't even know what to ask. Greg, what should I ask?
I have nothing to say.
Greg, get out of here.
He said he's taking over.
No, not a chance.
All right. Max, I want you to plead your case for the game that you played, up to like whenever I was on the block and then evicted.
Yeah, okay. I guess, so to start off with, I mean, obviously I didn't know anyone except for Ali, so I think everyone knows by now that I know Ali very well. Yeah. But of course we came in and we saw that everybody seemed to basically be from the same state or know each other in some way or another as well, so we're like, well, we're the ones who are screwed here, so we should probably keep on the down low that we are actually together, or else we're just going to get well, one of us will get targeted, and instead we can sort of play different sides together. So I tried to not, obviously, even though we were. I guess my main sort of alliance was Leah and Ali. I think we probably did the most strategizing. I tried to also talk to Thomas a fair bit in terms of finding out what else was going on. Before the jury, I guess I was talking to Eric a fair bit too before he turned on us, but I didn't understand why he did it. So I guess it was just from getting rid of Eric. It was a case of, I'm pretty sure that you were close with Eric as well. And when we got rid of Eric, I thought that there'd be some level of vengeance coming from him through you as well, of us getting rid of him at that point too. So
It's funny because I
be a big
actually
threat.
voted him out.
Oh, you did?
Like, I
There you go.
would have been the last vote to get him out, or like to keep him in, but I voted him out because I knew that at some point he was going to like turn the tables.
Well, exactly, and I think I even said to you too, because I wanted him out at that point. I was trying to paint him as a huge threat as much as I could too, because I did want everyone trying to get rid of him that time when he was put up, because that was straight after having been put up myself. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very important that I got rid of Eric at that point. And then it was just sort of going through the people who I thought were the biggest threat, starting from the top, and you were the top of what I considered to be the threat chart, because you just seemed to be the best at talking to people, the best at the challenges out of the people who are not directly with me.
Okay. I can respect that. And then I guess I don't really have like a ton of questions, but I guess my final question is for both of you to plead as to why you believe that you should be the winner of this season of Big Brother Hometowns.
Well, I'll answer this one first, Mac. It's the only one I haven't. So I think that just like, I definitely was doing okay in all the HOHs and vetoes. I only won one. And so I definitely made it a lot more on my relationships with people, and I definitely think when it came down to my alliances, I was a loyal person to who I said I was, and like I didn't play any sort of dirty game, and I'm not saying anyone has. Just I was very straightforward about it.
True.
I guess, I think I had a really opposite kind of story to Benny, I think, from the sound of things. I was from day one, because Josh threw me under the bus when I first got in the game. I woke up like 7 hours later to me being told I was the biggest threat, having not talked to anyone yet. I'm like, okay, the game started. So it was just sort of reducing my threat level to start individually, trying to build a little bit of trust here and there, at least make it so that there was always someone who was considered a bigger threat than me. I think seriously, just make sure there's someone who's a bigger threat than me. Try and make sure that I was always not the one who was going home. Even I survived the double elimination unanimously, so I obviously positioned myself okay there, even though I got put up. I won 2 HOHs and the vetoes combined to make sort of the sole decision on HOH and who went out, basically. And then I won the final 4 veto when I was 100% screwed, had not won the veto. So I think my game has always just been saving myself from day one. So I think I've had to scramble and work pretty hard to get here.
Okay.
Sorry, anything else?
That's it.
All right, get out of here and then send me your vote.
All right.
It's time to reveal a winner. It's time for the reading of the votes. I don't know who Eric voted for, so I'm gonna do this really lame thing where I'm gonna put his voice up to the microphone, and you guys we'll just find out who Eric voted for together. It'd be helpful if I turn my volume on. The suspense.
Josh, this is my grand champion vote. I don't really know. As jury member number 1, I vote Benny.
Hey.
Hope you win. Max, you got me out.
All right, there's one vote for Benny. I don't even have everyone's videos, to be honest, so a couple of them I'm just going to read to you. Here is Thomas Shirley.
Hey y'all, hope it's going well. As much as it pains me to say this, and it really pains me to say it, I think it's clear to me that the person who's played a better game and deserves to win this game is Max. So I decided to vote for Max. Congratulations. I assume you're in a good place. So yeah.
That's another vote for, or one vote for Max, so we're 1-1. Who do you guys want to hear from next? Drew. That's who we get next. Here's Drew. Drew is a man of this video is 2 seconds.
I vote for Max to win, big bro.
I don't know if you caught that, but that was a vote for Max. 2-1 Max. We will go to Leah. I only have 2 more actual videos left. Here's Leah.
I'm ending the game in class because I've always said, Max, it's going to be you and I in the end. And I want to be true to my ally. And Max, I want you to win. So I guess I'm voting for Benny to be evicted. So not voting for Max. I'm voting for Benny to be evicted. Voting for Max to win.
Vote to evict it. She was just. Your vote was.
I heard my name, bro. I heard my name. I don't know.
That's 3-1. Takes 4 to win.
Don't blow
Let's go.
one lead.
I want to hear Kyle's monologue. Surely we've got a minute at least.
What's that?
So surely we've got a minute of Kyle's video at least. Come on.
Kyle has not sent me a video. I have a text.
Oh no.
So in the most least suspenseful vote in the history of time, here's Allie. Nope, that was still Leah. Here's Allie.
So the person I'm voting for probably isn't that big of a shock, but I'm voting for my boy Max. Yay!
That's 4 votes for Max, and Max, for the 2nd season in a row, Max has won Big Brother Hometown.
Yeah. Had to bring it home for the Maxes.
You did not win unanimously, but you did win 6-1. The rest of the votes were for you. There's one bitter juror, and his name is Eric.
Hey.
Yeah, Kyle says, as much as I'm super butthurt, I'll have to give Max my vote. And then Sarah just gave me a Max to win. So,
Okay.
Max, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Benny. Congratulations too.
And well, I don't want to belabor anymore. This has been a lot of fun. Max, you can go about your day. Max, you'll have some money sent to you to Australia soon. You can use that money to then send off to your next Survivor winner. That will certainly help you, hopefully.
Thank you so much.
Any last words, both of you, before we sign off?
No, just thanks everyone. It was awesome. Great, a lot of fun. Way crazier than I expected it to be. It was wild.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot of fun. Would definitely do it again and would recommend it to anyone.
I appreciate that. I would love to have either of you back. Max, we may save you for the all-winner season one day down the road.
Beauty.
Let's see. I might as well reveal America's favorite player.
Oh yeah, do it.
Let's. This is gonna be the official winner. Once I add everyone in, I'm sure they're gonna send their own votes for themselves. Let's see if I don't know if it's changed. I'm gonna scroll down. It is a 1-vote win for America's favorite player, Canada.
Allie
is America's favorite player by 1 vote over Leah, who had a couple votes over Josh, who had a couple votes over Benny,
Hey.
who had a couple or maybe one a vote over. And honestly, Benny, I think the 2 votes for you are your parents. And then Sarah got a vote, Kyle got a vote, Thomas got a vote. Max, you didn't get any votes, which I'm surprised by. A lot of people had you in the mix for winner, but they didn't like you.
This is what I'm used to. This is exactly what I got in my final tribal speech in Survivor. Look, we have to give it to you, but we fucking hate you.
Max, this is 2 wins for you in 1 week.
I know.
You need to quit now.
Yeah, I'm done. This is the highlight of my career.
All right, guys. That's it for us. I'm going to just sign off from here. Thank you all for watching. It's been a lot of fun tonight. Congratulations to Max and to Benny and to everyone who played. It was a great season. Looking forward to doing it again. And we will see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. And yeah, I'll just sign off for me. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's been a lot of fun. If you want to play next season, go ahead and apply, and we will see you soon for more. Maybe Big Brother Hometown Season 5. We'll do some exit interviews from those people that we haven't heard from this week. We'll maybe do a winners interview with Max. Talk to Kyle, Sarah, Allie, Benny, whoever wants to do one. We'll talk to them. And thanks for tuning in tonight. It's been a lot of fun, and we will see you sometime this week.